So I'm going to keep this down to editorial size. I've tried doing this a couple of times now. I'm still learning my software here. I'm running everything through my PS4, and it's given me a bit of a hard time. I've never done it before. Um, I'm going to talk real quick about Heroes of the Storm. I'm going to tell you the differences between it and League of Legends and its origin, its real deep origins, Dota. A couple of the big changes that Heroes of the Storm brought to the game style is the ability to ride a mount on the battlefield, which I kind of figured would happen with Blizzard. I mean, it's Blizzard. You've got your 3 core abilities in your ultimate, just like League of Legends. It's essentially the same style of gameplay. There's no items, there's no gold, and it's a global leveling system. Your team levels up all at the same time, and that team level really is what sets this game apart from all the other games like this. In League of Legends, it's really easy for one character, one player to really get fed, and then that one player becomes a problem, and you can't really deal with that one player. Whereas in Heroes of the Storm, it's a team effort, and if one player's not doing so hot, it still kind of levels itself out because of your global team up. Ultimately, you're not going to have to worry about leveling up yourself, being behind on items, holding out your shit. If you're a bad player and you're dragging your team down, just play more practice games or whatever. Don't be one of those people that joins a game and is bad and then is mad at the team. And if you're on the team with a player that's still learning, be supportive. Show support, be positive, try to help them out where you can. You really can't do more than that. Some of the nicer features of Heroes of the Storm that I'd like to see implicated in League of Legends is the ability to try a character before you buy it, and that's important to me because as you're trying to do a character, a lot of times what you see in League is they'll buy the character, like 80 billion people will buy a new champion as soon as it comes out, and then you see it everywhere. And then the end result of this is the character gets banned in games, and even if you had an interest in that character, you no longer have an interest in that character because you can't play it. You can't play it unless you go into a custom game, and that really kind of blows. Heroes of the Storm, you can try the character before you buy it, and you don't have to get mad like in League where you bought a champion with IP or even RP, which is basically that's money. You have to pay cash for RP, And if you bought a champion with RP, it's a waste of money if you don't like the champion or if you're not very good with it. If you can't catch a champion on a free rotation, you really don't get a chance to try it first, which most people do. You can you're really gambling if you're gonna like a champion or not. And if you're a skilled enough player, ultimately you can tell by looking at a champion's playstyle whether or not you're gonna like it. But ultimately you're gonna struggle a bit if you don't know what the champion's really about. If all you've really seen is it's the spotlight or whatever, which is a review of a character. Whereas Heroes of the Storm, you can actually take it to its own map, and you can level yourself up manually, or you can do it with you can completely control the environment. You can turn creeps on or off. It's really nice. You can fully explore the character, and you can be like, all right, well, this is what the character will be like at max level. This is what the character will be like at max character level. I have access to these perks. I could see myself playing the character. In Heroes of the Storm, I play Vala 80 carry styled, and I play Nova as an assassin. So essentially, as Nova, I have a really slow attack speed. I take all that stuff that really buffs out my damage if I'm cloaked and stuff like that. And I really kind of watch for enemy heroes to get really low on health, and then I jump out and I just swat them, and then I take off and I recloak and run away. As Vala, I kind of hide behind, my allied tanks and kind of try and dish out as much damage as I can as quickly as I can. if you manage to, you know, get super far behind in a game of Heroes of the Storm, you know, the enemy team will kind of wipe you out. But another nice thing about Heroes is the games don't last very long. I mean, the longest PvP game I've had run was 20 minutes, and that's the shortest PvP game I've ever had in League of Legends. And that was a 20-minute surrender. So, you know, your games are going to go by really, really fast. The maps are unique. You really can't have anybody say anything bad about maps. The maps, they're all pretty much set up differently. You have two maps that are almost exactly the same. Then you have a map that has a sub map, and you've got maps that go off like this and down, and you really you get this kind of nice feel because, you know, League of Legends, you have the Howling Abyss, the Summoner's Rift, and the Twisted Tree Line, and that's pretty much it. You know, this one's got like 5 maps, and for the most part, they're all different. And the maps, like the Ravenlord map, is by far my least favorite map because it's definitely the hardest map, the one in need of the most balancing, because each map has a subset goal. Like one map lets you pay doubloons that you pick up for killing jungle creeps, and by blowing up treasure chests, you pay enough doubloons, and this ghost pirate will cannonball the enemy base, and usually it spells the downfall of the enemy base if you can pay enough gold to do it. Gold doubloons. The one map was though the Ravenlord map. You collect tributes to this Ravenlord, and he curses your enemies, and basically the curse gives all of the enemy creeps only 1 hit point, and that's ridiculous. But on top of that, the enemy buildings will not attack you at all, and that is even more ridiculous. And then when you combine the two, I feel like maybe one or the other, or maybe have the minions be at half health, or you know, something to that effect, but not both, and not 1 HP, because that's in a single push you could end a game in like 5 minutes if you get the you get those tributes. The enemy team has no safe haven. You know, if you can best them in a team fight, all get together in one lane and push, there's nothing to stop you. The game is over. And that really kind of sucks, you know. So, I mean, in a way, more experienced players will be able to be like, oh, the tributes are out there. You're going to get these epic fights over the tributes. You know, maybe it'll draw it out more because you'll have one team that gets 2 and another team that gets 2 that before, you know, either one gets the third tribute. My personal favorite map is the Dragon Warrior map, and you can capture these 2 altars, and if you control both, a member of your team can take control of this dragon statue, and it's just ridiculously awesome. You know, each map's got its own sub goal. I'll let you check them all out. I don't want to spoil too much, but a quick recap: you've got your maps are different. Each map has its own subset of mini abilities and mini quests that you can do to kind of put pressure on the enemy team and really make it harder for them to win and easier for you to win. You have a variety of heroes from all across Blizzard's realm, everything from Warcraft, World of Warcraft, Diablo 2 and 3, and StarCraft Brood War and StarCraft 2. And there really isn't anything from StarCraft Brood War in there that isn't in StarCraft 2. But, you know, I like to include it. A lot of people forget it existed or that it even existed to begin with. Character levels versus player levels. You know, your character is going to level up and unlock more stuff for that character. And then your player level is going to level up and benefit all of your characters and yourself. So, it's really kind of a nice touch. The gold is the same as IP for League of Legends and allows you to buy heroes and skins and mounts. Only certain ones, though, without having to pay cash. You can buy any hero without paying cash. You can pay gold instead. You get enough gold. So definitely give it a try. If you've never played a game like this before, try it. Give a shout out. If you have played League of Legends, can you remember all the way around that keep an open mind. It's in its technical alpha, and I really suggest giving it a try. This has been my first live Editorial as the game warrior, and remember, I play it so you know what's up.